Ram is going to redefine the auto industry. And before you give me a hard time about this, let me tell you something. We have seen cars sell for over MSRP in 2022, with the exception of one automaker, and that would be...
Ram?
We have seen Ram 1500 trucks sell significantly below MSRP. Like, we had a recent success story from last month. One of our community members, Jason, got a Ram for 17% off below MSRP. That is unheard of when you look at Toyota or Hyundai or Audi or BMW. Ram is going to keep us back in pre-pandemic times, Dad. We have seen automakers go with less inventory and higher prices. Ram seems to be doing the opposite, and I don't think people are paying enough attention to this. It only takes one domino to fall to have us go back to incentives galore.
I feel like Marty McFly in Back to the Future. Okay, we are going back to the future, and that future will be what things were pre-pandemic.
Thinking about getting auto insurance? Compare quotes from all the major carriers in one place. Join YAA.com/insurance. It's quick, easy, and no spam.
As you say, it will only take one automaker who is over inventoried and decides that, well, we really need to incentivize our vehicles to sell them, both for our dealers and for ourselves. And Ram has decided they're the ones that are going to carry that flag.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are going to take us back to the future.
We have seen, okay, to be very clear, we've seen an auto market that operates entirely differently than it used to over the past 18, 24 months.
Yes.
When you were in the business, Dad, pre-pandemic, you worked for Audi. Audi was the worst, if I'm not mistaken. They literally gave you every reason to never sell a car at MSRP. You had no incentive.
At MSRP, it wasn't even an invoice. Their theory was whatever profit you were going to make on the cars, they were going to come from Audi themselves for you having hit your objectives.
Yep.
I mean, literally, every month I would ask my factory rep, can you give me a breakdown of what the average profit structure was on deals?
Yep.
And, it wasn't uncommon, like, I don't know, Q3s were $1,000 below invoice. Most of the vehicles that sold were at invoice or less.
Yep.
And the reason the dealers could do that is if you hit your objective,
Yep.
you could earn a poop ton of money. Okay.
Yep.
And that's where the profits came from.
And so that game, everyone played. To be very clear, like, some automakers were worse than others. For example, your local Porsche dealer wasn't going to discount quite the same way that your Audi dealership would. But that's the game everyone played. Pandemic started, chip shortage started. We saw, 11 million, 12 million vehicles in 2021 taken out of the market, another 3-4 million taken out of the market last year. We saw such a decline in supply that it forced automakers and dealers to not discount as much.
Yes.
We saw one brand buck that trend, and it was the Ram brand. And Ram has still given and offered incredible incentives to consumers, and dealers have negotiated. And I think, especially as you see consumer demand continue to diminish here in 2023,
yes,
everyone's going to reverse back to the future. Everyone's going to reverse back to the way it used to work. And again, it only took one OEM, one automaker to force that to happen. Because how do these companies make money, Ted? Wholesaling cars, right?
Wholesaling cars to their dealer body. And Ram and Stellantis's sales were off dramatically in December. Their inventory is increasing. Their sales are slowing down. Trust me, the only way that they know how to move product is, well, we're going to incentivize the hell out of it. And they are, which is allowing dealers to make the type of deal that our friend Jason got on his Ram 1500 diesel truck, where he got 17% off of MSRP.
And another evolution that I think is going to force automakers and, quite frankly, dealer hands as well, is that these automakers, especially Stellantis, are starting to think of their vehicles as, no pun intended, vehicles to attach other products like subscriptions and software revenues. And they want to make the vehicle this thing that they can then sell you other stuff through. Do not be surprised if you have to, get Ram 1500 plus so you can access your horsepower.
The whole concept is that they become an app store.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Your vehicle, you're going to need certain apps for your vehicle, or you're going to want certain apps for your vehicle that you'll have to then subscribe to. And that's so the vehicle becomes the vehicle, the host, so to speak.
Yep.
to foster app sales.
So why will we go back to the future? Because every single OEM is going to pivot from, we can make more per vehicle sold by raising the prices to our dealer group. Because the OEMs don't make more money when the dealers jack up the price. They don't touch that profit. They touch the profit when they raise the MSRP to their, or to the invoice price to their dealers. The OEMs are going to make more money when they start selling more apps. They can sell more apps if they have more iPhones in consumers' pockets, more vehicles on the road. To get more vehicles on the road, they're going to produce more vehicles. They're going to offload them to the dealer. They're going to have to incentivize the crap out of them. Ram, I hate to say it, Ram, I think, is ahead of the curve here, and they're also going to lead us down that path again. There is no doubt in my mind. It might take a little while. It might take through 2023 and into 2024. You are going to see other automakers have to play this game again.
Absolutely.
What goes up must come down. There's no world where I don't see Ford, Chevy, and the others doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, you just, for instance, the brands that are in short supply, Toyota, Subaru,
Hyundai,
Honda, those you're not going to see, the incentives won't be as large, but they're going to be forced to play the game because if everybody else is, they will be required to offer more incentives than what they have been, even though they might still have a short supply of cars.
Yeah, exactly, Pops. All right, so stay tuned. Mark our words. We think that Ram is the pioneer when it comes to automakers bringing incentives back, and they've already demonstrated, even during the period of time where there was the lowest supply of vehicles ever, you could still get 15, 20% off of MSRP. I don't want to say we're going back to the good old days, but I think they're going to lead us back down that path.
You need your flux capacitor, buddy.